Elliot Korver is an American professional basketball player who currently plays for the Atlanta Hawks of the National Basketball Association. He played college basketball for Creighton University and was drafted with the 51st overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft by the New Jersey Nets. Korver became an NBA All-Star for the first time in 2015, and he holds the NBA records for most consecutive games with a made three-pointer, and highest three-point field goal percentage in a season. College career: as a freshman at Creighton, Korver was named to the MVC All-Bench, All-Freshman and All-Newcomer teams after he averaged 8.8 points per game while hitting 43.4% from three-point range and 89.5% at the free throw line. As a sophomore, Korver earned All-MVC second-team honors while leading the conference tournament champion Blue Jays with 14.6 points per game. He was also named to the MVC All-Tournament team. As a junior, Korver led the Blue Jays to both the Missouri Valley Conference regular season and conference tournament championships. He was then named MVC Player of the Year and an honorable mention All-American. As a senior, Korver again earned MVC Player of the Year and first-team All-MVC honors. He was also a consensus second-team All-American and a finalist for the Wooden, Naismith, and Oscar Robertson Awards. Korver finished his career at Creighton fourth all-time in scoring and first in three-pointers made, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage. His 371 career-made three-pointers is a MVC record and tied for sixth most in NCAA history. Korver also holds Creighton single-season records for three-pointers made, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Korver graduated with a bachelor's degree in visual communications. College statistics = Professional career Philadelphia 76ers Korver was selected with the 51st overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft by the New Jersey Nets. His draft rights were traded later that night to the Philadelphia 76ers for cash considerations. Korver finished his rookie season averaging 4.1 points in 11.9 minutes per game. Korver finished the 2004-05 season tied for the NBA league leader in three-pointers made with 226, which is also a 76ers franchise record. He had a career-high 31 points against the Milwaukee Bucks on February 24, 2006, and duplicated that performance on February 21, 2007 at home against the New York Knicks. Korver averaged a career-high 14.4 points per game for the 2006-07 season. He also led the NBA in free throw percentage after he shot 91.4% on the season. Utah Jazz On December 26, 2007, Korver was traded by the Philadelphia 76ers to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Gordon Jiriak and a future first-round draft pick. Korver spent 2.5 seasons in Utah, mostly coming off the bench as the team's sixth man. In his last season with the Jazz, Korver made 53.6% of his three-point attempts, setting a new NBA record for highest three-point percentage in a regular season. Chicago Bulls On July 13, 2010, Korver signed as a free agent with the Chicago Bulls. Korver went on to average 8.3 points in 20.1 minutes per game. His highest scoring game was on November 24, 2010, when he scored 24 points against the Phoenix Suns. The Bulls finished with the number 1 seed in the NBA and advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals where they lost to the Miami Heat 4-1. The next season, Korver averaged 8.1 points. On March 10, 2012, against the Utah Jazz, he scored a season-high 26 points. Atlanta Hawks On July 16, 2012, Korver was traded to the Atlanta Hawks in a sign-and-trade deal for Kirk Hinrich and cash considerations. On July 12, 2013, he re-signed with the Hawks to a 4-year, $24 million deal. On December 18, 2013, in the Hawks' 124-107 win over the Sacramento Kings, Korver scored a season-high 28 points on 10-15 shooting, including 8-10 from three-point range. On December 6, 2013, Korver passed the NBA record for most consecutive games with a made three-pointer originally set by Dana Barrows. The streak eventually ended at 127 games on March 5, 2014. Korver finished the 2013 Euro 14 season with a 47.2% three-point shooting percentage, which led the NBA. On December 15, 2014, Korver passed Jason Richardson for 15th all-time in three-pointers made. 5 days later, in the Hawks' 104-97 win over the Houston Rockets, Korver scored a game-high 22 points and made all 4 of his free throws attempts. This gave him 49 consecutive made free throws on the season to set a new Hawks franchise record. The streak ended at 50 in the Hawks' next game against the Dallas Mavericks. On February 10, 2015, Korver received his first NBA All-Star selection as a reserve for the Eastern Conference in the 2015 NBA All-Star Game, replacing the injured Dwyane Wade. At 33 years and 11 months old, he became the 4th oldest first-time All-Star. On March 11 in a loss to the Denver Nuggets, Korver passed Kobe Bryant for 12th on the all-time three-pointers made list. 4 days later in a win over the Los Angeles Lakers, Korver left the game with a broken nose after taking an offensive foul from Ed Davis with 8:59 left in the first half. The injury ended a streak of 51 consecutive games with a three-pointer by Korver, who missed both of his shots from behind the arc. After missing 3 games with the injury, he returned to action on March 22 against the San Antonio Spurs with protective gear on his face to cover the nose. On April 29, 2015, Korver was named the recipient of the Joe Dumars Trophy for winning the 2014 Euro 15 NBA Sportsmanship Award. During the 2015 playoffs, Korver suffered a right ankle sprain playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers on May 22 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The following day, he was ruled out for the rest of the playoffs. On November 6, 2015, Korver scored 22 points, hitting all 8 of his shots, including 4 from three-point range, as the Hawks won their 6th straight with a 121-115 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans. NBA career statistics Regular season Playoffs Awards, honors, and records NBA record for highest three-point shooting percentage in a regular season, NBA record for most consecutive games with a made three-pointer, 2009 a Euro 10 NBA leader in three-point percentage, 2013 a Euro 14 NBA leader in three-point percentage, 2006 a Euro 07 NBA leader in free throw percentage, Philadelphia 76ers record for three-point field goals made in a season, 2004 a Euro 05 NBA leader in three-point field goals made, 2014 a Euro 15 NBA All-Star. NCAA Missouri Valley Conference career made three-pointers record, Missouri Valley Conference single-season made three-pointers record, 2003, Consensus Second-Team All-American, 2003, Honorable Mention All-American by Associated Press, 2002, Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year, 2002, 2003, First Team All-Missouri Valley Conference, 2002, 2003 Second Team All-Missouri Valley Conference, 2001, Missouri Valley Conference Tournament MVP, 2002, 2003, Missouri Valley Conference All-Tournament Team, 2001, 2002. 2003, Missouri Valley Conference All-Freshman Team, 2000, Missouri Valley Conference All-Bench Team, 2000, Guardians Classic Omaha Regional MVP, 2003, Guardians Classic Tournament MVP, 2003, Guardians Classic All-Tournament Team, 2003, CollegeInsider.com Mid-Major Player of the Year, 2003, CollegeInsider.com Mid-Major All-America Team, 2002, 2003. Personal: Korver was born in Lakewood, California and is the oldest of 4 children to Kevin and Lane Korver. He grew up in the Los Angeles area, and was a Los Angeles Lakers fan as a child. Watching Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the Showtime Lakers instilled a love of basketball in Korver that made him want to pursue it himself. He moved with his family to Iowa in 1993 and graduated from Pella High School. Korver has three brothers, Kirk, Caleb, and Clayton, all of whom have played Division I basketball. Clayton was a guard forward for the Drake Bulldogs while Caleb was a guard for the Creighton Blue Jays. Kirk currently plays forward at the University of Missouri-Kansas City. His mother Lane played high school basketball and once scored 74 points in a game. Korver's father, Kevin, is a pastor in Pella, Iowa. Korver's uncle, Chris Korver, is the head basketball coach at Northwestern College in Orange City, Iowa. His cousin Kari Korver plays for the UCLA Bruins women's basketball team. Korver married Juliette Richardson on August 10, 2011. Their daughter, Kira Elise, was born on December 5, 2012. Korver is a Christian. Korver has spoken about his faith in Jesus saying, "He is the one who came and paid for my sins that I may get to heaven someday and be with him. He is my example. Hey unregistered trademark S my everything." Korver has his own charitable foundation, called the Kyle Korver Foundation, which contributes to many philanthropic causes. He held a coat drive while with the 76ers, where he collected and donated coats to kids in need. In 2013, he started an annual sock drive in October called the Socktober Drive in which he collects socks to donate to homeless people in Atlanta. Korver has also participated in the NBA's Basketball Without Borders outreach program in Africa, China, Brazil, and India. Footwear and Endorsements. Korver is an endorser of the Nike brand of footwear and apparel, and he has worn various Nike basketball shoe models during NBA games, including the Nike Zoom Run the One. See also, List of NCAA Division I men's basketball career three-point scoring leaders, List of National Basketball Association career three-point scoring leaders. References. External links, career statistics and player information from NBA.com, or basketball-reference.com, Kyle Korver at sports-reference.com, Kyle Korver on Twitter.